Hey everybody, welcome back to the Resistance Book Club. My name is Keita, and this here is just me reviewing some graphic novels that I had got from the library. So let's sit back, relax, and let's get to it. All right, so if you've seen my library hauls, you know I have been picking up some graphic novels. So these should not be a surprise. So I figured to review them because I actually enjoy these. Okay. So first up, this here is A Spark Within the Forge, and this is a graphic novel from the actual novel of An Ember in the Ashes by Sabah Tahir, and I'll put the book up. I actually listened to the audiobook of um, An Ember in the Ashes. I thought it was good, really good, decent listen. And when I was at the library, I saw her and I was like, to be honest, I just only saw her name and then I just said, yes, of course. Of course I will pick this up. Not realizing that this here was a graphic novel to her actual novel. So I was like, oh, okay, makes sense. All right. So yeah, I was able to read it. I thought the graphics in here was actually pretty cool. Literally, it was pretty cool. So again, now for this here, even though it's based off the novel, I think there was some things in here that was a little bit different. But yeah, this here you're following siblings Laya, I think it's Laya or Leia, and Darren, and they live contently with their nan and pop, which is their grandparents, within the scholar district of martial rule Sarah. So that means there's a martial law happening in the scholar district of Sarah. So while Leia is afraid to venture outside her home due to the heavy martial presence, Darren loves to explore all parts of their city, even those that are forbidden. As a dangerous illness spreads throughout Sarah, Leia must confront her deepest fears in order to save a community besieged by disease. Meanwhile, Darren has a chance encounter with famed swordsmith Spyro Telemann that leads him down a precarious path away from his family but towards hope for his people. This here was actually pretty good. I love the storytelling of it. It was pretty simple. You already understood like what was going on and the dynamics of the family, the grandparents to the grandkids and having to be under this watchful eye of these soldiers that are just like, you can't be out, at a certain time, curfew and everything. Darren is like the artist, so you see him with his book, and he likes to leave after curfew, hide up on the roofs and everything, and start doodling in his book from whatever he sees out there. Leia, not so much. She likes to be very much in the house, do as she's told, because she is totally in fear of the soldiers. She doesn't want to like step on anybody's toes. She gets anxiety, just even thinking about it and wanting to do something. But she does have a friend who is the opposite of that and like desperately trying to get her to come out of her shell. But yeah, it's so hard. It was really good. Again, it was good. Like it did what it was supposed to. Um, and I love the ending because it was more open ended. Like again, it's somewhat part of the novel, but not so much because it's completely different than yeah. Yeah, it is completely different. Ain't nothing. Only thing is the sibling. It's all about the siblings. But the sister is a little bit more headstrong in the novel. So, yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why she went different, in this, but I mean, neither here nor there. But other than that, it's still a good read. I thought it was decent. And then she also has her prequel to this, and I didn't finish it, but I will, because I'm in the middle of it right now, and I'll talk about that in another video. But other than that, I had given this about like only because I like her novel more. So I had to give this like a 3.5. It's still a decent read, though. It is. Next one is Gamerville, and this here is by Johnny Christmas. This here I got it because Jaleesa had it, and she read it, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a try. So I went ahead and read it. It was pretty good. It's about, let's see that. Let me just show all the pictures. Some of the pictures first. See that big tortoise? Yeah, so it's pretty cool. You are following a kid. I forgot his name. Why I can't think of this kid's name. Yeah, because I read so much. Max. Max. You follow this kid, Max. This is him. He is such a gamer. He's been homeschooled pretty much the majority of his childhood until his parents decided to put him in public school. He ended up finding a gamer club in the school, and he has literally just times 20 been playing video games. Um, Now, he's been playing video games when he was being homeschooled, but he's taken it up a notch to where he is like thoroughly engrossed in playing video games. It's gotten to the point where he ended up getting a high score and is being told that he is going to compete in the finals. So at the same time as that going on, his parents decides to put him at Camp Reset. So Camp Reset is dealing with no technology, just dealing with nature, and he is trying desperately to find a way to escape this Camp Reset because he's like, this is not for me, and he has been trying to do it throughout the whole duration of his stay. And then ended up realizing that he made friends. He learned a lot about nature. He learned a lot about himself. He learned, especially when it comes to the food and nutrition and everything, he's learned so much. So in the end, he realized, like, yeah, is the grass really greener on the other side? You know what I mean? And can two worlds really just come together? But really, they can't, because you have one where it's dealing with nature and the other one where it's dealing with technology. So which one are you going to go for? Um, in the end, I thought it was pretty cool how it showed him going into that world, but then also a friend of his going into his world. It was really cute. I gave it like hmm, I give it four stars. I'm gonna say maybe a 4.5. I'm not too sure yet, but I do remember giving it like 4 stars. But yeah, really good. It's a good conversation piece to be had when dealing with kids who be sucked into their phones and technology, gaming all the time, with the Twitch and all this other stuff that they have going on. So it's really a good conversation piece amongst your family. So yeah, I loved it. Next is Ollie Cross, which is the graphic novel to the novel version of Ollie Cross by James Patterson. This here, you are following Ali. He is one of the siblings of of, or one of the children from Alex Cross, who is the forensic psychologist slash detective, and he has caught the detective bug. And so he found out that his friend goes missing, and he does everything he can to find out where his friend has gone. And he literally is becoming his father through and through. And it irritates Alex so much, but he appreciates because there's one kid in his, you know, one kid in his family that caught the cop gene, that really wants to take it a step further. So yeah, you're following on the ride of trying to see what happened with his friend, and I really thought it was pretty decent. I thought it was actually really good. This one here, I actually given it a 4.5 because it was diving into the social injustice, the racism, discrimination, um, you know, being a parent, being a parent who is a cop and having to deal with your own child who literally wants to be a detective and got all the skill set for it. So, yeah, it was so good. I really, really thoroughly enjoy it. It makes me want to read the novels, to be honest. So, yeah, I thought it was really great in this graphic form. Here are some of the pictures. Yep, it was really good. I really enjoyed it. So yeah. Next is Hover Girls, and this one here is by Geneva Bowers. I read a children's book by Geneva Bowers, and I believe I have put that in one of the videos of mine, but I can't think of the title. But I'm pretty sure that I had read a book because when I saw her name, I was like, oh yeah, I read something from. That's the only reason why I picked it. But also too because of the cover, because I thought it was like really cute. I thought it was really cute. So, this here you are following cousins, Kim and Jaleesa. So they ended up getting some water powers, and then they're just trying to figure out this thing called life and dealing with all of the. It's the move to LA, as well as trying to make sure they pay their rent on time, trying to make sure they get a job, pay their rent, and make sure they have food. And lo and behold, they end up having water powers, and now they have to, figure out how to deal with the powers. And in between, something happens to where they realize that an evil villain is trying to come and take over, and they needed to band together to try to save LA. So yeah, that's really just the gist of it. Also too, I love that this here tackles the mental health because it's definitely there and very much prominent in one of the cousins. Also too, how they have to cohabitate with each other, knowing that this one person has the mental illness, and I thought that was actually pretty cool. I love I love their dynamic, and I love their relationship with each other. It's really, it can always show that in a way we may not like our family member, but really we do. It's just that we give them such a hard time, and that's okay. Like that's okay. So yeah, other than that, I thought it was pretty cool. I given it a 4 stars. It did have a lot of words in here, but overall, I enjoyed it. Okay, because I kept saying like, "Damn, it's a lot of words," but I really did enjoy it. So these are some of the pictures. Yeah, so it's cool, and they are Afro Latino. Latinas, sorry, Afro Latinas. So that's the other thing. So I really love that. So yeah, pretty good. Last one is Monstrous by Marjorie Liu. This here is volume one, which is called The Awakening. And this one here, you are following. All right, well, first, it's set in the steampunk era or steampunk horror, I want to say. And you are following Micah or Micah half-wolf. So she's a teenage survivor of a cataclysmic war between humans and their hated enemies, the Arcanics. In the face of oppression and terrible danger, Micah is both hunter and hunted, searching for answers about her mysterious past as those who seek to use her remains just one step behind, and all the while the monster within begins to awaken. Yeah, so it's got a lot, but I'm loving it. I was like, where are we going with this? But then it really like kind of took off in the beginning because I did like the opening part of it. And then the magic of it, her using her powers. Oh my gosh. And she has like she gives zero Fs at this point, because of what happened to her mom. So she's pretty much on a revenge to take on the people who killed her mom and not realizing that she's the one being hunted because they know that she's alive. So, yeah, it was good. It was so good. 4.5 for this one. And I will show you graphics. These graphics is so hard. This graphics is sick. Okay. I loved it. Oh my God. Yeah. So definitely, if you haven't picked it up, I suggest you do. So yeah, 4.5 for this one. I definitely more than likely gonna pick up volume two. I really thought it was banging. Like it really it slaps. So yeah, that was it. So those were it for the graphic novels. I'll show you again. This is what I had. These are all for the library. And that will be it. So let me know down in the comment section, if you have read any one of these, or if you wanting to read, you can get it from your library or request it at your library, or just go on to any one of the library app platforms to get it. Like Libby or Hoopla, whichever one that is in your area. And that is it. That is it. I loved it. Enjoyed it. All right. So that will be it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. This is the way. Peace.